Good evening. My name is Sarah Smith. I'm a Jeffco preschool teacher of 27 years, where we teach our littlest learners to make their first good choices. When I was new to JESPA and fighting preschool to have representation during the pandemic, healthy food was very super important to me. I was excited to get involved in making sure our students had access to healthy school meals, and that is why we are here this evening. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Nicolas Marquez. I'm a community organizer with Hunger Free Colorado. I'm here today in solidarity with my colleagues behind me. Alongside these partners, HFC and myself help lead grassroots efforts that passed Healthy School Meals for All, HSMA, a couple years ago. We're now in the process of implementing that very program, which we have organized many community listening sessions where a lot of conversations have been held. These efforts have been statewide, and many have taken place here in Jeffco. Through these conversations, and as you're probably aware, there's a great emphasis on wanting to better the quality of the school meals and ensure that they are minimally processed as possible and nutrient dense. I ask that you consider what I and my colleagues share with you today, and that you lift up workers like Andrea Cisneros as a beacon of change for which your constituents have expressed that they want, and not to fall into the easy road or the easy trap of doing things. Your constituents want this, and I hope that you seriously consider it. Again, this is a statewide effort, and HSMA, being the reality that it is today, provides the perfect platform for us to come together. So thank you.
Good evening. My name is Memory Wollenweber. I am a retired teacher in Jefferson County. I taught 34 years in elementary school. I am a proud graduate of Arvada West, as is my son. I represent my church, Coloradans for the Common Good. We are delegates to that organization. My church is Community of Grace in Arvada. I personally want to thank each of you and tell you how much I appreciate your hard work and your relationship with JESPA and with Coloradans for the Common Good. As a teacher, I experienced the deterioration from made from scratch food to preservative-ridden, cellophane-wrapped food, and the deterioration of cafeteria managers' work, of cooking and managing staff, reduced to very little staff, and the tedious collection of money for the a la carte items on the snack carts. Lunch lines backed up year after year. Precious eating time and precious grading time was sacrificed every single day. As a mom, my son's account was spent down on snacks without my permission or without my knowledge. This does not honor a parent's intent or pocketbook or healthy choices for a young child. This practice also ingrains the haves and the have-nots in the attitudes of children. These snacks contribute to our nation's epidemic of obesity and diabetes. Profits from the sale of unhealthy food do not belong in our county's pockets. Our values are better than that. On September 6, 2021, CCG met with Superintendent Dorland to express these concerns, as well as concerns regarding performance pay practices established by Beth Wallace, tying cafeteria sales to workers' wages. In October 21 and 23, CCG held community gatherings where board members here agreed to work to eliminate these practices, penalizing outstanding cafeteria managers over snack carts is not what we stand for. I thank you for your hearts for our students and your dedication to the county that we all love. I implore you to please honor your commitments to our students and eliminate these unhealthy practices because we are truly better together. Thank you. Good evening, esteemed members of the board. My name is Andrea Cisneros. I have proudly served as a lunch lady within our school district for the past 23 years. Today, I stand before you not only as a dedicated school food service worker, but also as an advocate for healthy school meals for all. I am a leader in Coloradans for the Common Good. I serve on the board of the Jeffco Food Policy Council, and I am active with Hunger Free Colorado. And I am a proud member of JESPA, and I am your Colorado Education Association ESP of the Year. Before the pandemic, students and parents and staff were organizing to improve our school meals. A colleague used to ask me not to sell the cookies and all the other a la carte items. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast, but I don't want to run out of time. They even organized visits from Beth Wallace and the former superintendent, Jason Glass, to our school to advocate for the healthier meals. I was proud of my students, and I wanted to show that I was listening to them, even though the district didn't feel they needed to be heard. I didn't fully understand until the pandemic hit. I witnessed firsthand how valuable our lives and our health and how quickly they can be taken away. It is, and it was then, that I realized I was doing a disservice to my students by selling them unhealthy snacks. So I stopped selling ice cream and cookies, and instead I offered them extra meals. I offered them extra a la carte items, and they even bought broccoli. Teach them and they will learn. I couldn't ignore my students any longer. There's a quote that Jeffco Food Policy Council shared with me. Life in a community can never be about merely getting a job done. As important as that is, it must also take into account how we get the job done and how it transforms us or deforms us in the process. My work has transformed me, and it's affected me to the point where I'm standing here talking to you all, and this is not my normal place. I'm usually in the audience. While we have successfully implemented free healthy meals for all students, challenges persist. Limited time for students to eat, insufficient staff, continued sales of unhealthy a la carte items have significant impacts on our school community. Despite efforts to introduce healthier options, we still sell them cookies and ice cream, which undermines the goal for promoting nutritious choices. And when a student is rushed through the meals due to the limited lines in the presence of that a la carte, it holds up our lines. It doesn't help our short-staffed kitchens, and our students will often choose an unhealthy choice over a healthy choice if time is running out. I have been directed to start selling this junk food again, and I have witnessed firsthand the effects of ultra-processed food on the health of our students, on the flow of our cafeteria lines, on my coworkers, my parents, and on the food waste, and on the time the students have to eat. They have to choke down their food. That's not good. Selling these items affect our students' health. It impacts everyone, from the parents to the teachers, who feel disheartened and are concerned because our mission is to promote wellness and healthiness. We're not doing that. As a lunch lady over 2 decades, I have recently witnessed the transformational power of listening to our students and hearing them and meeting their needs. I refuse to turn a blind eye to the well-being of my students, and I refuse to accept the status quo. It comes from their health. So I implore you, please, members of the board, to join this journey of transformation. Let us take a bold action and ensure that our school meals meet the program of healthy future for our students' sustainability. Thank you.
All right, I'll be quick. Andrea's unwavering commitment to refuse the sale of junk food in our schools is not just an act of individual bravery, it's a statement against the commodification of our children's health. She embodies the very essence of moral fortitude, standing firm against profit-driven decisions that prioritize financial gain over the welfare of our students. Let's not forget the promises made by a majority of this board in 2021 and 2023 to end junk food sales in Jeffco. We will not stand idly by as our rights as union members are threatened. We will not remain silent while our principled stance is met with punishment rather than praise. It is time to show true leadership, to honor our promises, and to stand with us in defense of our students' health. I implore you to reconsider your approach, to recognize Andrea's defiance as an act of courage, and to join us in the fight for a healthier future for our children. Thank you.